Hey, what's up everybody? In this video, we're going to be charting up ETH, where I think ETH is headed. So let's get right into this. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the Discord if you want to start trading with us. We're going to start doing live trading on YouTube so all of us can get on these entries and make some money. So let's get right into ETH, and this is the monthly. I just wanted to note that we are trading under the 50 EMA here, as we did here for approximately 10 months before we broke out into new highs. So I also wanted to note that we are pretty much retesting the prior all-time high. I wouldn't want to trade under this because we'd probably go to make new lows. If you take a look at this, this could be looked at as a continuation pattern to the downside. Let's break it down into smaller time frames. Let's go to the weekly right now, and let's look at where ETH may be heading. So we saw an awesome rejection right here. I don't want to say awesome because I want ETH to keep moving upwards. And if we take a look at the 38.2 area, the 1885 area, take a look at that. So you saw us get rejected here. We had like a huge run up on ETH, and this was probably one of the largest pullbacks. This is a huge hammer. This is actually pretty bullish. You saw all the buying here, but here got rejected, took us a few weeks back to break above. Then we used that as support, and then bounced right off. You can see here how nicely we got rejected, pushing us to the down low. So that is an area that I'm going to keep up right here. Also, this area right here, this is about the $1,500 area. What a nice round number. You can see some strong support here, and then a ton of rejection here right under the 200 EMA. So we are struggling to break above the 1500 range. If we break above, and this is the previous lower high as well, at approximately 1670. So taking a look at the daily, we saw a nice double bottom right here where we created two lows and bounced off. I think that we're testing this resistance right here and the 50-day moving average at approximately 1300. I do see some sort of mini pullback before we actually make some new local highs. So if we take our Fibonacci here, I'm expecting somewhere around the 1200 range, come back into some support, hit the 61.8 retracement area, and then bounce back up. I'm looking at kind of a rejection right here. So you can see us making perfect lower highs. I mean, if you look at the larger time frames, it's very evident right here. We made a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and we are about to potentially retest the lower high here. Let's see how high we can get. I still have the thought that we are not done dumping. Like, this is not the end of the bull market. I don't think we put the bottom in. And I still think that it's very possible to retest lows. So that would be $880. And we can even see lower than that, creating a new lower low. I wouldn't like that unless I'm in a huge short. I'm personally looking to exit some ETH right here. I mean, I could have at 4,000 and 3,000, but I didn't do so well. I was so busy traveling and just enjoying life, and that was something I'll take on to the next bull market. I'm going to do less traveling, less events, and just focus on extracting as much liquidity as possible. So taking a look at where we could potentially bounce up here, I am going to take the fibs right here. You can see we're at the 38.2 area. This is a great place right now, and look at this, like where we are specifically right here. This is some good support and resistance. So you can see rejected, a ton of support here, and now we're sitting on this support as well. We want to break above the 50-day moving average and then trade above. You can see heavy resistance here from 1, the trend line that I drew, and 2, the moving average will end up probably somewhere around here. So If we can get to the 1447 area, just under $1,500, that's going to be some strong resistance area in my opinion right here. Yeah, you can see that we're going to dive if we can break above the 1300 range. I'm looking at 1475, pretty much trying to test and break through 1500. Let me get rid of this. We already drew the line here. Perfect. So you can see that I'm hoping for us to do something like this, where we break above the moving average and then work our way up here. And depending on where how long this happens, it might be more around here. Like if we lag through the December month, it's Christmas, low liquidity, and then we just slowly grind up here into the 15s, into the high 14s. This could be potentially a place for us to get rejected right here. So I would be looking for the moving average would probably be somewhere here as well. Maybe a thrust in there, and then right there, get the short or something like that, sell some spot Ethereum. If we break above, then the next area I was looking at, 1890, I think we would have to definitely do this area first. Let me highlight this. And then we're going to go into ETH BTC. So this area right here. If we can break above this lower high, then we can, we're going to have to wait till we get to 1780 to kind of look at the price action then. And that's a long way from 1275 where we're currently at. But this is kind of what I'm expecting for us to dive or thrust into this trend line, this moving average, and then see how we react. Do we just break down there and then head back to the lows? Or do we have enough strength to break above? What's the narrative, around those days at that time? Is there more contagion? Is there huge funds or exchanges, that are just turning belly over like we've seen in the last weeks, days? It's just happening more often, and it's so unpredictable, man. There's so much uncertainty in the market. So that's kind of what I'm looking for in ETH. And if it does break down to the lows, it's not going to be great. So if we can't hold this area and then we come back down right here, the low point I was kind of looking for was $400, approximately right here. You can see this is a huge area of confluence, in my opinion, and it's still 5 times higher than the last bottom, which was approximately $81. This was an awesome buying point when it got into extremely oversold. This is on the weekly. I just want to note this as well. The 50 RSI is an area a lot of people ignore, and it looks like it's trying to break above here. And if it does, I can see a pretty strong pump, maybe into the 1500s as we mentioned, and then we can look if it'll go to the 1750 area. That's for ETH. ETH BTC, been trading it for quite some time. We've been called the huge push up right here, and then we have been just on this, in this area where there's heavy resistance here. And let me put the line chart where we currently are right now, literally this whole area. And I could put use a line, or I could highlight it, but we'll just do that. So we are just pretty much trying with everything to break above this. This would be bullish if we could break above this, retest it, and then break above. That is kind of what I'm looking for. We're still holding a bullish structure, in my opinion. We're still holding the 50 RSI. This last candle against ETH BTC, slightly bullish. Look at how much of buying happened. Not only that, let's take a look at where it could potentially blow off into. And if we break above this, you can see perfect bounce here from the 61 and the 50-day moving average. It would be the monthly. But if we break above, this puts us back at our previous all-time high right here. This is kind of the extension I'm looking at, 0.124, and might run to break all-time highs. It would be funny. I mean, it wouldn't be too funny, but, you know, we just thrust above here and we do a double top like Bitcoin did, and then it comes back down into lows. Unless there's this crazy narrative, ETH is starting to really, you know, push forward. The NFTs, the volume's down bad right now. There's like a mini, I don't want to say a bull run, but some NFTs are performing well right now, given the market. I'm watching as many NFTs as I can in terms of like raffles and different collections, and still trying to go for that Blur airdrop. But this is what I'm watching for ETH. I am hoping we break above here. I'm ready if we don't, though. I'm hoping we break above here. Let's go to the weekly. And we're kind of pushing right into that resistance. You can see a couple discrepancies right here where we just break above or we just thrust over. This is an ultra bearish candle, and followed by a huge bearish candle itself, engulfing candle. So we have been holding pretty strong in this area. I think the longer we trade here, the more likely we're going to break out to the upside. So in terms of like holding BTC, it might be a good, if you're not holding Ethereum, it might be a good play to put some of your BTC into ETH and let it run up here and take profits. We don't need to be greedy. I wanted to make a quick video on Ethereum, on ETH specifically. We did Bitcoin last week. I'm going to be on the Date with Destiny, Tony Robbins virtual 6-day event, so might not be able to get a lot of content out, but right after, we're going to start live trading. We're going to start altcoin trading. We're going to try and run up these trades. Like, this is an awesome time where you can start learning, you know, making sure your system works, making sure your strategy works. There's less noise than in a bull market. It was crazy. There's thousands of things happening. So this is the time to get your head down, you know, excel at like working towards a perfect strategy. Not so much perfect, but a working strategy. And what's more important is your psychology, your mindset, making sure you take profits, making sure you have a trading plan, making sure you know your risks before getting into a trade, all that great stuff. So when we're trading together, we can do all of that. We can hit some wins together. We'll probably hit some losses as well. We're not going to win every single one. There was a few trades in the Discord we just shared, like this one. I need to build my trading symbols right here. So this one is breaking out of an ascending triangle. It's up like 20% from where we saw it, approximately down here, and I think it will reach its target. As simple as that. Also, the other one was ApeCoin, which we slammed. ApeCoin Binance, and I called it at approximately $2.80. Almost 100% move. I mean, you'd have to get to $5, but a pretty nasty move in my opinion. And I think that right here, it's funny I drew that where our TP is, where I see heavy resistance, and you can see the bearish candles now will probably break down under this. The staking's going live, but that's for a whole other video. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions about Ethereum or trading your BTC into ETH, any trades, any altcoins, any cryptos you want us to chart for you, put them in the comments. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're going to be trading together. We're going to make some big wins. I appreciate you guys watching this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.